For our case, we selected Diane, a 74-year-old female who suffered from a CVA in 2012. She loves to paint and has 2 daughters. Diane's strengths include the ability to follow 2 to 3-step directions. She has relatively intact writing abilities, and her speech is clear and can be understood within context. She has little physical impairments and relatively intact comprehension. Her challenges include remembering past events. Sometimes her thoughts are difficult to follow and can be vague. Paraphasias are present in spoken and written language, and her spoken output lacks content words. She also has trouble with navigation tasks.
In the impairment level, the clinician explains the therapy technique to Diane and how they will use drawing to supplement language to communicate with one another. Drill activities were used at this level for practice. The clinician first describes an object and has Diane draw it. Then both Diane and the clinician use drawing to help facilitate their conversation. Diane, how are you today?
Oh, today is good. Today is really good.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. So today we're going to be working on a treatment method using drawing to help facilitate your communication. So this is an interactive process, which means that we're both going to be drawing together to have a conversation. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this makes good sense.
Okay, good. So we're both going to use drawing throughout the conversation, and your drawings don't have to be perfect, so don't worry about really intense details, but enough so that we can understand what each person is saying. Okay, so do you have any questions before we get started?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll do a little bit of an example first. So I'm going to describe an object, and I'm just going to have you draw it, okay?
Okay.
So I'm thinking of an object. It can be metal or plastic. You use it to eat, and it has pointy ends on it.
Oh, fork.
Do you mean fork?
Yes, a fork.
Fork, yeah, and I liked how you made the ends pointy so that I knew that it was a fork and not a spoon. Okay, good. So now we're going to have a conversation about going to the grocery store, okay? So I'll go first. I'm thinking of an object I would buy at the grocery store. Can you tell me what that is?
Apples?
Close. Apples are also a fruit. This is also a fruit. But let's see. Let me see if I can.
Oh, a banana.
Yeah, a banana. So I made my drawing a little bit easier for you to see. So what would something you would buy at the grocery store? Okay, is that cake? Would you buy cake?
No.
No, not cake. What's something you could add to help me understand what you want to buy?
Circles. Lots of circles.
Oh, Swiss cheese. Yes. You want to buy cheese.
Cheese is my favorite. I love cheese. Cheese is so good.
So yes, good job. That's awesome. I think that we have a good start in understanding what we're going to do with this communication method. So I'll see you next week.
Bye.
In the activity level, Diane's 2 daughters will be present at the session. The clinician will provide explicit instruction about the therapy technique and model the therapy for them. Diane and her daughters want to paint together next week and will have a conversation about items they will need. The clinician will provide assistance when needed. As a sabotage technique, the daughters will ask Diane for more clarification about her drawing. Welcome back, Diane and Shelby and Becca. Thanks for joining us. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to use drawing to help facilitate your conversations with your mom. So when using drawing, you're both going to be drawing with her. It's not just her drawing to find a word, it's to facilitate your conversation overall. So I'm going to show you an example. So Diane, I know that next week you and your daughters want to paint together. So that'll be really fun. So we're going to talk about some things you might need when painting. Okay. Is there something else you can draw to help me? Oh, is that a canvas? A canvas to paint on? Good. I like how you added the legs at the end so that I could understand that was a canvas. So now that you guys can practice together maybe, drawing back and forth. So, yeah, go ahead.
Mom, what else would you need to paint?
Oh, a apron. A apron?
Can you draw it so we can see what it is? Oh, did you mean an apron?
Yes, to keep my clothes clean.
Oh, okay. I like how you drew that there.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom. All right. Is there anything else that you need?
Yeah, all the colors, to put the colors in.
So maybe something like these are the colors?
Yeah, those are the colors, but you put it in the colors.
Oh, like this?
Yes, the color palette.
The palette. Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Oh, okay. That was awesome. I really liked how you guys were helping her and drawing with her. So I'm going to give you a Likert scale to take with you. It's just some questions regarding like how you feel like this is helping her communication. So when you're painting together, just keep these in mind while you're using the drawing. Okay?
All right.
Thank you. In the participation level, Diane and her daughters will paint a picture. They will implement the drawing therapy learned in the previous session to help facilitate communication throughout the activity. Her daughters will then fill out a Likert scale survey to bring back to the clinician in the next therapy session. All right, Mom, are you ready to start painting?
Yes, let's get going.
So what do you want to paint, Mom?
A fish.
Okay, can you draw it for us?
Yeah, what's a fish? Can you draw it?
They swim and have pretty scales and...
Do you mean a goldfish?
Yes, the goldfish.
All right, so what do you need first if you're going to paint a goldfish?
The plume brush.
Oh, the paintbrush.
I need a paintbrush first.
Okay. Do you want the big paintbrush or the small paintbrush?
Oh, the big one, please.
All right, so where do you want to paint? What part of the paper would you like to paint on?
I want the fish up here.
Oh, okay.
Up
So
here.
good. So then you need to start painting right up here.
Nice, Mom.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe we should fill out that survey so we can take it back
Yeah.
to your speech therapist.
I have it right here.
That's
Good job. This is fun.
Here is the Likert scale survey that the clinician sent home with Diane's 2 daughters. At the top, they are to write the activity and circle the time of day that the activity took place. The statements in question within the survey are: Diane attempted to use strategies learned in therapy. How often did Diane use drawing during the activity? Using drawing to communicate relieves Diane's frustration, and drawing helped to supplement communication during the activity. They are to circle never, sometimes, or always, and return this to the SLP.